Thank you for watching a special Christmas episode of Teddybears and Tentacles podcast. My name's Quinn, and with me today I have a rather large group of people. But of course we have Skinny Rick.
Hello. Exceptionally large group of people today.
And
actually probably more than is legally allowed in this room at one time.
Yeah, for sure.
As far as fire hazards go.
Yep, but we're all about fire hazards around here. We also have with us today Brett on the bass.
What's up?
We got Dylan Puckett, returning guest.
That's for y'all. That mic's for y'all. Y'all can get close, you know?
So we like to introduce ourselves. Our band name is Fire Hazard. We just started it about 25 seconds ago.
Beautiful.
Good.
It's Fire Hazard.
Oh, dude, I have some of these. I forgot to play these in the intro.
Music.
Straight fire.
Straight Fire. That's the name of the first album, actually.
And that's the first album.
Straight Fire.
We're hearing it today.
That's
live for the first time.
Beautiful.
The first
we're
album.
Work with David Guetta on the next one, I think. And do something a little different.
Yeah, do it up.
Can you tap that for me? Can you tap that mic? Just tap it. Oh, it's just quiet. Is it quiet to you? It's quiet to me.
Yeah, it's a little bit quiet.
You want me to turn it up?
Yeah, you can if you want. They're banned.
I'm sorry.
They are banned.
Oh, yeah, they're just down.
I'm thinking this band's not going to work out for me now. And
sure. Not that much.
I'm thinking we should probably go ahead and go our separate ways.
Will you touch the winter?
At least y'all got a future plan, you know? Separate ways.
Yeah, we'll probably break up once this is over.
Like relationally or like bandily?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So we also got with us today Russian Santa.
Which I don't know how he got into the studio.
Don't worry about it.
Or why we allowed it.
So
don't worry about it.
Russian Santa, we really don't know why he's here, but he's here.
I mean, it's that time of year, honestly. You know, it's that festive season.
I have to deliver the coal to the good girls and boys.
How much of that candy cane do you think you're going to eat before we get done?
So we have tasked Russian Santa with eating as much of this candy cane as he can before the episode is over.
If you're into ASMR, it's good for you. If you're not into it, just sit with us for a minute.
ASMR, Russian Santa Claus eats candy cane while your parents argue downstairs.
That's about 24 pounds of candy cane.
Luckily for me,
I'm
into the ASMR thing. So
I'm gonna do a
we're good.
A post while we're doing this.
It's actually the title of our second song on the first album.
ASMR thing. Yeah. Well, we got a lot of stuff to go over tonight and a lot of stuff that we want to talk about. So how's everybody's week been? Skinny Rick on the TikTok.
I'm trying to do a photo with all of us.
Let's do one.
But
it's not working.
Beautiful. It's blurry. It only has part of everyone in it.
Just like my life. It's blurry.
Okay, we can keep going.
Well, I thought it was like just like my life because I missed.
Yeah.
Skinny Rick, how's your week been?
Honestly, it's been pretty busy and stressful, but it's either about to get a lot better or a lot worse, and I don't know which, because we're going to Disney.
Yeah.
Which is cool because I don't have to pay for it because my grandparents are. But also it's a family vacation, so it could go either way.
Yeah.
It could be really fun for everyone, or it could be really stressful for everyone.
Yeah.
So that is yet to be determined. But so far, I'm tired. You know.
Yeah. Starting off the vacation tired.
Yep.
Sounds good, man. How about El Band? Dylan, what you been up to this week?
Hop back into the coffee shop for the first time since almost November, somewhere in there, and I broke the iPad today, so that's completely shattered the screen in it. My first day back, I was trying to do something nice. Go figure. There's a guy who came in with a wheelchair So I got the iPad off the stand so that he could reach it better and sign. And I don't know what happened, but I don't know what is happening.
It's all good. Just keep talking.
And so it's similarly, yeah. So this continues to happen. So, but
this was at Blue Door, yeah.
Yeah, and I take the iPad and I'm like, here you are, sir. And he's signing, and then I'm trying to just put it back where it goes, and it just jumps out of its enclosure, just straight onto the ground, and completely just, I mean, the screen is ruined. And so I'm off to a pretty good, my week started right now, it's pretty good.
Okay. So
if that was my workshop, you would be in Gulag. Just to, make yourself feel better.
Oh. Dude, this is the best thing we've ever decided to do.
So,
so wait, hold on. So let me ask you this: do you think we're going to have a new screen or at least a new iPad by January, or am I going to be in there cutting my fingers while trying to make waffles and take orders?
Okay, can I answer your question with a question?
Yes.
What do you think?
It's not happening.
We will have
on a
that
scale
iPad,
on a scale of like a small like split to like
I'm gonna stop.
There's a chunk of it missing.
I'm gonna stop you. That iPad has been there longer than me.
Yeah.
Longer, I think, than even I have lived in this city.
I'm pretty sure it was there whenever I moved here.
I'm pretty sure that iPad was down on MLK at one point.
So it's basically as old as Skinny Rick, and it's going to be there long after we're gone. The iPad isn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
So we might get a new screen. We'll probably get a screen protector to go over the broken screen.
Just to keep the brokenness inside.
I'm going to get y'all a stylus.
I mean, honestly.
Just get us like an Apple Pencil.
Yeah.
It's... But I tried to do a nice thing, I tried to be accommodating to somebody. And and again, the iPad... I guess that guy's. I guess it scared the iPad, and he jumped out of my hands onto the floor.
Well,
so,
maybe it's a sign that we should be less accommodating. You
must treat every person equally.
That is not the most Russian thing I've ever heard, but it's up there. It's like in the top 5.
How do you treat people, Russian Santa?
Listen, where I come from, everybody is equally poor. Everyone is all in the same boat of starving to death. And so, it does not matter, because you won't be alive next week. And there will be no worker to replace you. That's just how I see it.
And I'm the crazy one.
So Russian.
He was totally worth the plane ticket to bring him here, I'm sure.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah, so the week's
I did not use American plane.
Okay.
No, that man came over here on like some sort of boat.
That World War II era.
Submarine.
Freaking sub.
The president gave Russian Santa the hookup, dude. Brought him over here.
Yeah.
Spreading that joy. The president hooked that man up. Air Force One brought that man over here.
Russia.
Dude.
But yeah, so this week, though, it's been okay until that. So thanks for asking.
Good.
It's good to be back on T-Bat.
Do you want one of these?
Thanks for coming. No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
How about you, Brett?
Brett, how's your week been?
Oh, it's been pretty good. I'm really hyped about this new album that we just started working on, like about 5 minutes ago. It's hardcore.
It is.
It's gonna be some fire.
Yeah.
It is gonna be some hot stuff.
Just so everybody knows, while we spent an hour and a half setting this up, they just sat there
and played
the entire time. So
beautiful.
But not necessarily these instruments.
Yeah.
So.
And honestly, it sounded better than most music that comes out now. So, with less time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And much less electricity.
Yeah.
Russian Santa, how's your week been?
It's been busy. It's, that time of year. Got to make sure the coal mines are running good, and, we all get every good girl and boy gets the coal on time.
So what happens when they don't?
What happens if they're not good?
When they fall behind?
Yeah,
How
like
do you
what happens?
gently
So how many coals?
No,
No, let me ask you this: do the children also work in the coal factories?
Yes.
Coal factory.
Okay, so yes, where you factor
What
coal.
do you think you get gifts? You have to
math.
earn gifts.
Yes, I know, but how many are they required to make on like a weekly basis? How many coals?
Well, you know, that depends. We usually go 24 quarter portions per week, but
Okay.
it goes up to 32 during this time of year.
I see it brings.
What happens if they only make 30?
They die.
Oh, so like, well, I guess y'all got a big enough population to do that. I don't know.
We do.
Do y'all like have some secret populations under like somewhere like that you're not telling the rest of the world about?
Is that the question you're going to ask me right
All
now?
right, no. Let's just keep moving.
Okay, hang on a second.
I'm just trying to imagine some old super Russian elves right now.
Oh.
It's just
But it
the
turns
children.
out they're just kids.
No, yeah, dude. The elves got if
You gain
I've
pointy
done
ears for working in coal mines.
Yeah,
They-
if I've done
they clip their ears when they go to work in
Yeah.
the coal mines,
well, sure.
and
Yes,
that's
that
where
is
they
true.
get the pointy ears. And they
yes.
all have the black.
If I understand this properly, like that, once you finish in the coal mines and you've reached total elf status, you move on to the military, right?
No,
Oh,
we do not
Unplug
mix
that.
those.
oh, okay.
We just send them straight to incinerator.
Unplug that.
This
Yes.
blast.
Okay.
oh man,
Russia
All right.
sounds like a really off the chart kind of place. To be.
but that's so weird.
Russia
How-
sounds exactly like how I've been saying it sounds this whole time.
Yeah. Well,
But isn't it just all bears on unicycles anyway?
You know, the bears on unicycles, that reminds me, I think this was maybe like a year or something or earlier this year, all the polar bears escaped the Coca-Cola factory and destroyed the village.
I do
was,
remember that.
fun.
I did read about that. Actually, that did happen.
Mhm.
I can find it if you
Yes,
want.
there was an
because I
unfortunate
can
revolt.
Google.
that
It's not
resulted
going to be
in many
spelled
deaths.
correctly.
dude, on a side note, I was watching Life Below Zero the other day, and it's about these people that live in Alaska in below zero conditions. And
Oh, I get it.
this one lady's out there. She's like 100 miles away from the next person. She got attacked by a bear once, and it dislocated her hips, like tore up her spinal cord. And she's just like, yeah, like bears are like, it's a common thing for me to see them. She's like, it's wintertime, everything else dies, and I'm the only thing for them to eat within 65 miles. It's like, what the heck?
So how do you handle bears in Mother Russia?
They give them unicycles.
We give them unicycles, and then we give them gun,
Is that the cavalry?
and they handle everything else.
That sounds very reasonable.
This right here?
Duh.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Emergency situation.
Okay,
That guy looks
so
like
we're gonna go back to this, but
Okay.
we'll go to this later. Remember that.
Yeah,
Leave
no,
that
that's
bookmark.
fine. I mean, I'll
So,
leave it there.
We're gonna keep it moving a little bit. We also have Kirsten and what's your name?
Boleyn.
What is it?
Boleyn.
Belen. Is that right? Kristen and Belen, thank y'all for coming. We don't have a microphone or a camera for y'all.
We have one.
You want to come over here? And
You don't
say
want to use that
something?
one.
You don't want to use that mic.
Yeah, you don't want to.
You do not want to join in on the Christmas cheer?
This mic smells sort of funny.
Yeah. So, before we get into,
There was freaking one here the whole time.
I know that's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Before
never
we
mind.
get into the history of Christmas, Fire Hazard is going to play us a song from their newest
So
album.
This is our Christmas album, our Christmas EP. It's going to drop sometime in February 2022. The second one, the Christmas Dirge,
No,
the Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Not the remix.
Funky Christmas thing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, why don't you take us there?
was Fire Hazard with, what's the name of that one now?
It's called Let Me Be Your Fart Mic.
Let Me Be Your Fart Mic. And that's the reason that that's not the one that you should use.
That's the fart mic.
So let's look up.
That we've actually probably never used on screen.
I think I'm the only one that's used it
again.
Ever.
Guarantee.
Yeah. So we want to talk a little bit about Christmas and the meaning of Christmas. Skinny Rick, if you want to start doing a Google.
Okay.
So, the way that it's celebrated, I think mostly in America, Christmas is it resembles the birth of Jesus Christ.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. And I love you, God. Just recently through logic and stuff, we realized that society itself realized that maybe December 25th isn't the actual day, potentially.
In Russia, we actually celebrated on January 7th.
Oh, January 7th.
Because that is actual day.
Christmas Day?
Yes.
Okay. Is that real?
You're welcome to look it up. Do you doubt?
All right, I want to do what I'm going
Do you doubt what I have to say?
All right, Google, when is Russia's Christmas?
I don't know if you ought to be questioning this man more than necessary.
Oh my God!
All right.
Why'd I tell you?
Whatever.
Why did you not take my word for it?
When was?
Because I would have said something random.
Dude,
100%.
okay.
I would have said
Who
something random.
else besides Russia is doing this on a different day?
I don't know. I don't know.
To correct you, we're doing it on a better day.
All right. Okay. Let's look up. Let's go back to the other tab and look up.
Okay.
Look up the real history of Christmas. So, here at Teddybears and Tentacles, we like to take happy things and find the sadness in it.
Yep. Wait.
Oh, I hope it's like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
This sounds like my kind of podcast.
The Thanksgiving episode was just us finding out sad things and me trying to redeem it by saying the food is good.
Let's go to the do the History Channel one. Check that out. History.com. Is that History Channel?
Right here? History.com?
Yeah.
We're about to find out. It is.
Yeah, dude. Cool.
Look at God.
Look at him, dude. So,
Good luck.
this is the History Channel. Christmas is celebrated on December 25th and is both a sacred religious holiday and a worldwide cultural commercial phenomenon. Which I feel like that second thing is really the meaning of Christmas, probably in today's day and age. But for 2 millennia, people around the world have been observing it with traditions and practices that are both religious and secular in nature. Christians celebrate Christmas Day as the anniversary of the birth of Jesus of Nazareth, a spiritual leader whose teachings form the basis of their religion. Popular customs include exchanging gifts, decorating Christmas trees, attending church, sharing meals with family and friends, and of course, waiting for Santa Claus to arrive. Shout out from the History Channel, dude.
He's not going to arrive.
He's not going to. December 25th, Christmas Day, has been a federal holiday in the United States since 1870. The middle of winter has long been a time of celebration. I hate intros like this. I just want to know, here's the thing. How did Christmas start? Why do I have a paragraph of fluffy stuff before I get the actual information?
Scandinavia.
Oh, there it is. The Norse.
Yeah, but why do I have a,
Dude,
paragraph of the middle of winter has a long time celebrated? No. In Scandinavia, the Norse celebrated Yule from December 21st, the winter solstice, through January. In recognition of the return of the sun, fathers and sons would bring home large logs, which they would set on fire.
They get it. They're celebrating in January.
That sounds like a good holiday.
You're right. The people would feast until the log burned out, which could take as many as 12 days. We don't have a single holiday like that. Like, there's so many other, national holidays and stuff where they do that.
Have you ever heard of like a birthday month?
Yeah, but that's also
That's
the
unofficial,
Norse.
dude.
Like sometimes I get a birthday hour.
Who's doing that now?
I think the Germans did something like that with celebrating burning things, although I think they did it with books and not wood. Although they could be same thing.
Yeah. Passover lasts how long?
Passover?
Until it passes over.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying we don't have anything like that.
Do you-
It's like one day. Halloween is from
Hanukkah, maybe?
What unit of measurement do
Hanukkah.
they use in Russia?
Hanukkah lasts.
Quarter portions.
7 days.
Quarter
Yeah.
portions.
I do think,
I'm not a
if I'm being honest, that,
Hanukkah-ologist.
that it's a bit unfair
Wait a
to say
second.
that people celebrate with religious and secular traditions, because even the secular ones are
Yeah.
somewhat their form of
All right.
religious activity if you really get down to it.
Yeah.
I mean, like consumerism and materialism is certainly
Oh, no doubt.
something that's, I mean, they have their own liturgies and things that are forming people into what they worship, but I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah.
History Channel.
We're not talking about MK Ultra right now. We're talking about Christmas.
So we'll go to the next thing real quick.
You want me to keep
Also, around the
scrolling
time
down?
of winter solstice, Romans observed Juvenalia. Is that what that word is?
Saturnalia?
It's pronounced juvenile delinquent.
A feast honoring the children of Rome. In addition, you weren't that wrong. In addition, members of the upper classes often celebrated the birthday of Mithra, the god of unconquerable sun, on December 25th. It was believed that Mithra, an infant god, was born of a rock. For some Romans, Mithra's birthday
Dwayne
was the most
Johnson?
sacred time of the year. The Rock?
Oh, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, boy.
Yeah.
The people's elbow.
Dude. So, yeah,
Man,
regardless of what you believe about Christmas or whatever, just about everybody gets in a better mood and all that.
Yeah, unless you're
It's
a
the
Grinch.
it's the holiday
fine.
cheer, dude. You know?
I mean, if you're a Grinch,
Let's go hit back real quick.
my special boy, he's a Grinch, you know?
He is literally.
Like actually a Grinch.
Yeah.
Like physically Grinch.
Dude, what's the dark history of Christmas? Independent.
Oh, look up the Soviet
want me to
history of
click on it?
Christmas.
Soviets what?
The Soviet history of Christmas.
Please go to the dark history of Christmas.
Or which
We'll
one?
go. We'll hit both of them.
Aren't they one and the same?
All of them.
I mean, maybe.
They are. I will not spoil it for you. They are. Or I will spoil it for you.
Oh, yes. Remember when this was the history of Christmas?
Yeah.
Dude, okay.
Black and white movies.
I swear, dude, if there's one more ad on this page, I'm going to lose my mind.
There's nowhere else for any to go, dude. I guess you got that. For some reason, the right and left margins are not filled with ads completely. They could have done a
Y'all
better
got
job.
all this unused
You know,
space.
where I come from, we do not have advertisement. Everything is run by the state.
Yep. So,
Oh, dude,
festive
remember when
jumpers. So this is the Independent.
this
a
is
UK
this is a
site.
multi-ad. There's different
Oh my
layers
gosh.
to this
Yeah,
ad.
that is intense.
Google paid Starbucks to put
Yeah.
them in their ad.
All right, here we go.
This big brain.
Scroll
time.
down.
Yep. I mean, I don't know how much article there is because there's more ads.
It's like
You
one
get
sentence and then an ad.
Yes, you get an ad.
This
three
is why
Dude,
two lines.
This is crazy.
the state
All
running
right, here,
everything is
let's
better.
see.
You have no ads.
Saturnalia began on 19th of December and lasted for the best part of the week, which sounds about right for those currently enmeshed in the Christmas party rush. Morality and restraint were politely shown the back door. Schools were closed. No criminals were punished. Oh, hang on, go up.
They
I
don't
missed
punish
completely what that
criminals
was.
on Christmas.
Okay.
That's,
Well, now the ads are
dumb.
behind the article and on top of it. Can we
Make
just?
sure we
are
have
we-
a special seat for you.
do we
on
want
Christmas
it
Day.
this badly?
No.
This is
No,
the
we don't
dark
want
side
that.
of Christmas
All right.
happening.
Let's look
right
up
now.
the
Soviet
history of Christmas.
If I can
I'm sure you
spell.
won't be disappointed.
You will not be
Oh,
disappointed.
that was supposed to be a no.
So
Christmas
do you
in
have
Russia.
Reindeer in Russia? I mean,
Why
is that a-
Christmas?
No, we use a
Foreign
tech dog.
policy. Why Christmas?
How Soviets came to celebrate New Year's like Christmas?
Yeah, we gave everybody like 10 minutes off.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Go down.
You see, you notice how you are on website for Soviet Christmas and you have no ad?
He's right.
There's one, dude.
Well, you know, we will run Democratic debate ad, though.
All right.
I do not find
Pop-up
that.
ads.
Fair and balanced.
Yeah.
Russia.
Father Frost didn't drop presents off for Russian children on December 25th, and he won't on Orthodox Christmas, January 7th either. Rather, Dead Moraz and his lovely snow-bathing assistant. Do you know how to say these names?
Do you guys house this?
But if I told you, I would have to kill you.
Snegurochka are attached to the New Year's Eve, which in Russia is a new year, and the secular bits of Christmas like trees and presents all rolled into one. To understand how this came to be, we can't just fly to modern day Moscow. We begin rather over 1,000 years ago.
I do have 2 questions.
Okay, I will answer one.
One, only one? Then I won't ask the first one. I'll ask the second one.
No. Ask the first one.
No, the second one's better.
Okay, fine.
How closely related are you to Cranston?
To Cranston?
Yes.
We're kind of an acquaintance. I talked to him at family reunion, but we don't really hang out that much.
Okay.
Cranston. So, Christmas became a religious holiday with the baptism of Old Russ. When Vladimir the Great accepted Christianity for
Good old
himself.
Russ.
Dude, I can't even read this, bro.
Here, where is it?
Well, clearly you
This
read
is so
inferior
many-
language.
Where is it? This?
New Year's, meanwhile, only became a thing in Russia in 1700 when Peter the Great, Westernizer that he was, accepted, per the Georgian calendar, January 1st marked the new year. But initially, dude, say that. Read that word.
What is that word? I will tell you.
Where, I can't see it. I can't read.
To your right.
I do not see
This?
it. Ismarilia?
Ismariliev.
Ismarilia.
You're missing, I think, a syllable.
It doesn't matter. We leave out syllables.
Okay.
Have you seen how we spell things? Have you seen our alphabet?
Dude, the Russian alphabet is pretty dope, I will say that.
I mean, I'm just saying, all these people out here getting tattoos and Korean and Japanese when they could be doing Russian tattoos.
Yeah.
But just as iffy. So it's you don't really know what it says. So what you think might be total anarchy could actually be bird soup or something.
Yeah.
Who even started that anyway? Because it's in Russia, I'm sure they're getting Russian words tattooed on them.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. It's why are we trying to get other languages?
Well, there's actually a clothing company I saw that does that, but for English. So they make clothes that say things.
Oh, how everybody's
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's
I've
in
seen that
English.
Are you serious?
It's freaking hilarious.
What kind of words
I don't
is
remember what
it?
it's
it's
called.
our normal, regular clothes, but
Yeah. I mean, imagine something you would see. Imagine the same style you would see with something in Japanese.
oh yeah,
But it says words in English that
Yep.
are it had a picture of a shark and it was big fish time or something like that.
Big fish.
That's funny.
is that
not
is that English? Is that Shark Week through the translator?
Big fish
Is-
time.
fish time?
That's hilarious.
Shark Week.
Big
It's
fish.
big fish time, bro.
Beautiful. I mean, I can try to find it. I don't know. I'll look it up on my phone while you keep reading.
Okay, so we're gonna finish this. Christmas is actually
doing
pretty
it,
boring,
Christmas.
it seems like, but
You did not get to Soviet Christmas part though.
okay, hang on. Oh, okay, here we go. Initially, scroll down a little bit, Skinny Rick. Okay, this is
here it
Russian. Initially, the Soviets tried to replace Christmas with a more appropriate Komsomol, Youth Communist League related holiday, but shockingly, this did not take. And by 1928, they had banned Christmas entirely, and December 25th was a normal working day. Then, in 1935, Joseph Stalin decided between the Great Famine and the Great Terror. Dude, I cannot
great
stop
things
wanting to laugh, bro. between the Great Famine and the Great Terror to return a celebratory tree to Soviet children. But Soviet leaders linked the tree not to religious Christmas celebrations, but to a secular New Year, which a future-oriented as it was, matched up nicely with Soviet ideology. Ded Moroz was brought back. He found a snow maid from folktales to provide a lovely assistant, Russian lady named the blue 7-pointed star that sat atop the imperial tree was replaced with a red 5-pointed star. Dude, they just like the one in Soviet insignia. Yeah. It became a civic celebratory holiday, one that was ritually emphasized by the ticking of the clock, champagne, the hymn of the Soviet Union, the exchange of gifts, and big parties. Christmas itself was reinstated 25 years ago in 1991, and it is indeed celebrated by religious and pseudo-religious Russians, but the big celebration still reserved for New Year's Eve. Dude, so no matter what, Russian ideology is just ingrained in these people as much as possible.
Of course.
Even after they decide that it's a bad thing, it's still bigger than regular Christmas.
Well, what you got to understand is we didn't decide that it was a bad thing. It is still a good thing.
Then why did it
Great,
happen?
even.
But yes, there were a lot of great things happening in Russia.
Name 4.
Well, you had the Great Famine. You had the Great Starvation. You had the Great Terror. You had the Great Suicide. And you had the Great War.
Okay. He named 5.
Above and beyond. Because he's great at naming things.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, honestly.
Yeah.
But
So,
how about Rocky though? Is Rocky still great? How do they feel about
no,
Rocky?
no, we banned that. You cannot watch that here.
Okay.
Or there, I should say.
Exist.
how do you feel about Donald Trump?
Great man.
Okay. So Fire Hazard is going to play us another song
All right.
real quick, and then we're going to do some other stuff.
Okay. That sounds good.
Back to the first one. You ready?
Sure enough.
Here we go.
That sounded like the same song.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. That's the untrained ear.
Okay. All right. Well,
Oh yeah.
so we
forgot.
we're gonna do some presents, yeah?
Are we gonna do them now? Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
do
gonna
it,
do
dude.
them now,
I'm
dude.
all about
So
dude, freaking the Krensler, bro. Did you eat your leeks, bro?
Better eat your leeks.
Cause if you don't, you'll
So-
be eaten in your
So,
sleep.
Oh boy, I get gift.
How's that candy cane coming?
Pretty good, you know.
Beautiful, wonderful.
Nice.
They are labeled. Did you get the right ones? Yeah.
It does say fire hazard on it.
So, Skinny Rick,
I never get gifts for Christmas.
here, you're gonna
I
open
get
yours
gift
first.
of good job done.
Okay. All right. That's for you. Okay. Oh. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So how are we doing this? What order?
You're gonna do yours first.
I'm gonna do mine first.
Do yours
All right.
first.
Do it and do it well.
Oh, dude, is this the friggin' shirt, bro?
Yeah.
No way, with the keychain, dude. Hold on, I gotta freaking, dude.
Quit opening that thing in your microphone, bro.
ASMR, dude.
I'm trying to not just break it.
Teddybears and Tentacles ASMR.
Wow. It's
Dude, this
Solid
shirt
progress right there.
is probably the most beautiful shirt I've ever seen in my life. Rat King, boy, let's go, gang, gang, son.
Gang, gang.
Yep.
Hold on, give me. Hold
the
on.
youth of America, ladies and
Are you putting it on?
Yeah, dude.
So,
Like
got his hairstyle inspiration from.
You gotta bleep that out now.
Yeah, you gotta bleep it out. Skinny Rick got his hairstyle inspiration from
Don't say that here.
the beautiful Theo Von. And so I got him
Now, I will say,
new
I
Theo
did
shirt.
always want one, but I didn't think it was possible until I saw that man do it.
Yep. So you have, and you got the keychain, and there's
yeah,
something.
dude.
You got something else in that thing
I
too.
do. There is another thing in the. I'm not even gonna ask, because I feel like this is more than what we said.
No, it wasn't.
Okay. Yeah, I got the freaking the little boy, young Theo keychain.
Toon Theo.
Like from the cartoons.
Oh, dude, sick! More
Figured
of
you
the more of
maybe
the
want one of
things,
those.
so I could put some
Whatever's in it.
like
You got some things,
make a
dude?
small shrine or something.
So these things, what they are, I don't know.
They're cool.
But you can
There's
put
one.
stuff in
Can
it.
you see it on yours? You can't.
No, I don't think
You want to
it's
grab
okay.
it?
Yeah.
It's not going to fall apart if you grab it from the bottom.
That's what she
You
said.
just, all right. You know what?
So this is what it is. It's like it's a glass container thing that I don't really know. I guess you're probably supposed to put like weed or something in it. I mean, honestly.
What else?
But
Should this go on my
this is what
bag?
we have. We have dice in it.
I'm afraid that this
So-
will get ruined on my keychain, so on my keys. So I might put it on my
Yeah,
backpack.
put it wherever you want,
I'm
man.
gonna put it on my Scott board backpack.
Put it wherever you want.
Gang, gang.
Gang,
I
gang.
All
might end
right.
up getting one of
So,
those for
so now
myself.
is it you now?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, dude.
All right, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's my turn.
Get
Dude, I
after it.
freaking hope
My
you
turn. My turn.
you like it.
My turn.
I was struggling. I'm not great at doing a gift, you know.
Not even.
Why not?
I don't know, dude. I just have a hard time finding things.
That
for
is
people.
why in Russia it is easy to give gift, because it is all same gift.
It's our gift. What is this, dude?
Dude, freaking, I got you a life straw for when the Russians invade.
Oh my god.
And when we need to go off the grid.
Dude,
but the other thing is also really cool.
Dude, okay. So this is a
Water filter.
yeah, it's a
But it's a straw.
water filter straw.
Yeah, dude. I got one in my bag.
Dude, this
I
is
got
good.
two,
This is the
actually.
first survival thing that I've ever owned,
It's beautiful.
and I'm kind of glad to have
It won't filter chlorine
back-
though,
your
so don't drink
backpack
out of a
doesn't
pool.
count.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
it
you gotta
Don't
gotta
drink out of a-
emergency bag.
does.
A lot of people would think that they could filter pool water. You got to boil pool water to get the chlorine out of it, and then you got to do the thing where you catch the.
So can you do a drink pool water with that?
No,
Yes.
not with that.
Yes, you can.
But you could
Duh.
drink out of like a stream
Drink
or like
the
a
pool water.
a
You can drink
pond.
it straight out of the ocean. Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that either.
Why not?
So that thing is really the main thing.
Is it a lighter?
Oh yeah, dude.
Ooh.
Oh, an electric
Dude, try
lighter?
it out. Try it's a Tesla coil lighter. Try it out on our blue flavored candle, dude. Where'd it go? There it is.
Blue flavored.
Do a try. How well does it work? I think it's made for cigarettes, but is it doing a work?
Yeah, it's just
To
hard
my,
to reach it.
to my hand candles?
Oh yeah, dude. So what this thing is it is a
It almost looks like a taser,
yeah.
Let me see.
and it works
I don't know
very
if you can see the
similarly.
thing.
There's like a little beam of energy. Ow! Why would you touch it?
It's a taser. It's a taser. Okay. It is a taser. You want to try it?
No, I'm not gonna. It's
You should have seen Kirsten's face when you did that. She was watching you do it, and then she's like, "I can't believe it!" Just
it's rechargeable, so you know,
It's 100% a taser.
to pull it on someone if they try to jump you. Be like, oh no, all I have is this lighter.
Well, thanks, dude. I needed a taser. And a life straw. Thanks,
Yeah,
dude.
dude, they wrap
Yeah.
you up, put that thing on their ears.
Yeah,
Russian
dude.
Santa, what you got?
Man, got a candy cane.
Now you guys
do
do
have
n-
candy
you,
canes,
do, you guys do not all have the same thing.
Yeah.
Just so you know. So don't think that it's the same thing.
I
yeah.
did, though.
Well, you'd be wrong.
you're gonna be disappointed.
You have to open yours last.
Okay.
Yeah, you do have to open yours last.
Ah, yes. Gift card.
Beautiful.
So it's a Blue Door gift card.
It's a $5.
$5 Blue Door gift card, Brett.
This is why we do not have advertisement where I come from.
Yes. All right,
Brett, your turn.
Brett, yours is up next. You seem to have misplaced it.
But have I? Okay. I'm feeling it.
Dude, so if I drink a...
Don't drink out of the ocean with it. Don't drink out of a pool with it.
If I drink a beer with
fresh
it, will it
water.
just be
a
water?
$5 gift card to the world famous Blue Door Coffee and Waffles, located on 1718 Bull Street.
They serve a variety of drinks.
Both hot and
Both hot
cold.
and cold.
Not to mention
their panini
wonderful
sandwiches.
selection of paninis and waffle sandwiches.
Exactly.
All right, Dylan.
Thank you.
So stop by this week because everyone who works there looks like
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Stop by this week because you don't know what country or state we're in.
yes.
Who told you could eat my cookies? My house. Who told you could
Dude,
eat my cookies?
Thank you for the stuff though, for real.
Yeah,
this
thank
is
you, dude.
dank.
All right,
This is
so
fun stuff. I
My
need some
turn.
fun stuff
Hey,
in my life.
hey. My turn. My turn.
Yeah,
my
yeah,
turn.
yeah. I picked. This one.
Hey.
I picked this one out
Stop.
for you.
Hey. My turn. My turn. My turn.
It's an avocado.
Hey. Stop.
Thanks.
Stop. I'm trying to open it, okay?
You'll get it one of these days.
I knew it, dude.
What is it, dude?
You see it?
Yeah. That's what I always wanted.
What is it? I accounted for the employee discount.
I have a $2 Blue Door.
I figured, the Russians are here. We got to make sure everything's.
So Dylan
Equal.
works at Blue Door and he gets an employee discount. So
So that's $5 worth of.
So he's right. We didn't all get the same thing.
here's the other three of it.
Yeah.
What I thought you were gonna do was, so everyone that's looking at me right now on camera, you owe me $1. So we'll put my Cash App in the link in the description, and you're gonna send me $1 for looking at me.
You should actually
Quit
do
looking
that.
at me.
I want to actually
Give me
let's do that.
$1 or quit looking at me. You can do either one.
Be really funny.
You
if,
know this thing
because
charges, right?
Yeah, I know.
So,
it's rechargeable.
quit looking.
Because I'm editing this, so it'd be really funny if I just don't show you on the camera at all the whole time. Quit looking at me.
From here on out, blur out my face.
All right, got it. It has been done.
Quit looking at me.
I'll do it. You think I won't?
Oh, they really did. That's so nice. Look. Not at me, at the card.
Blue Door.
Listen, don't look at me.
We got busy and ended up not being able to make it over there today to pick them up.
Yeah,
so,
so
we'll give you all the
those
actual
actually
ones.
aren't real. I have to go get the real
They're
ones
honorary
tomorrow.
gift cards.
Yeah.
So we got fake counterfeit gift cards to Blue Door.
It's rain check gift cards.
Yeah, it's. I'll give
It's
them
an
to you soon.
IOU
Yes.
for Blue.
Yeah.
This is why capitalism is a mistake.
Here,
Just just bring those to Kenneth.
Just take them to
and-
Kenneth and see if he takes them without me having to pay anything.
Pretty sure
might throw us out.
he does not know what I am, or who I am. So
Dude, what if
Yes.
we just started printing fake Blue Door gift cards and selling them?
They do have a very specific look, so you're gonna have to cop one.
This look.
And
Dude, all the stuff we got
Yes.
over here, bro.
If someone brings one of those in, I'm
what you
giving
should
them
do,
a
you should
discount.
only do the
At least a
$2
discount.
gift card.
You could 3D print a gift card with that thing.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna 3D print a coffee.
Start 3D printing our own gift cards. We could do it. It wouldn't be hard.
all right,
We've got like 20 3D
all right,
printers.
from here on out. You can show my face again.
Because you want to make facial expressions.
not for
like
that.
Yes, but you can't look at me still.
Okay. I'll put the cash out.
Either
in the
you
thing.
look at me, you quit looking, or you give me $1.
Can
You
I-
can look at me, but you
can
give me
this-
$1.
Is it? I don't have anywhere to.
So, y'all ready to move on?
Can-
We're gonna try and finish up here. It's been a long evening,
I don't know.
but we still got a good bit left, actually. Like a whole regular podcast worth of stuff, pretty much.
It's not gonna work.
So we're gonna get into some
How long have we
Epsteinery.
been- Oh, we're like already at a end of a regular one, but it's a good thing this isn't a regular one.
Holiday episode.
Yeah, happy birthday, Jesus. Happy
Yeah.
birthday. We go the extra mile for Jesus on his birthday.
Happy birthday!
Sorry that you don't have a birthday in Russia, Jesus.
In December.
They canceled it.
They just straight up
Russian cancel culture.
Talk about cancel culture, yeah.
Yeah.
It is true.
We'll see y'all later.
Goodbye.
Farewell. That is the wrong door.
They're gonna leave.
That's a closet.
Bye.
Dude, that could not have been more perfect.
That's good.
Just like on Disney Channel.
So, let's get into some Epstein stuff. Y'all want to?
Should I get my ears pierced just so I can put this on?
Jefferson Epstein. Yes, I do agree.
Everybody
Oh, dude, there it is, dude.
Everybody knows what's going on, right? Epstein.
Actually.
Actually, no. I've been very busy up in the factory, and I haven't been paying too close attention.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
And I've been off the grid since I got hired to kill that old guy
What
in
did
that
he
high
do?
security prison.
Did he commit like suicide with a gun or something in prison? That's what I hear.
No, he actually ran out of oxygen.
I understand.
Well, I guess that's technically true, actually.
Yeah.
He drowned.
Yeah. He drowned.
I was making a joke about how unrealistic it was, but because I don't know, we talked about on the last or two podcasts ago that or maybe it was the last one, Stephen Knieven actually reenacted it and could not, without help, create enough pressure on his neck to fracture any bones.
Yes, I did watch that stream. It was very good.
So,
whose bottle is this?
this?
No, the
This?
bottle.
Oh, yeah.
That's mine.
It's Randy's.
That's cool.
Thank you.
I like the stickers. Ford and Okay, so we're gonna talk about some Epstein stuff. Just within the last few days, some more stuff has come out ish, or just more news or whatever.
Yeah, let's get into it.
First, I want to. So I saw this. I don't know if this is legit or not, but look up banana wall art.
Oh yes, dude, I heard about
defaced.
Oh, really? I did hear about that.
Now, if you guys are a regular Palmcast listeners,
so do banana wall art Epstein afterwards.
I can't remember it. Okay, that's how. If you guys are regular Palmcast listeners, you know that we've been following this for a week or two now, and it just gets better and better. It's right here. No.
Yeah. Click it. So this is all right. It's not.
No, that's not it. That's something else.
not
That's
it.
the guy who tagged his place. Oh, here we go. Is it?
Yeah. So, finish what you were saying.
So we've been following this, and basically, because, dude, this thing's trying to get me to click on the ad by moving it every time I go to click pause. It's stressing me out. So, when you're rich, you got nothing better to do than spend a few $1 million on a banana duct tape to a wall. So that's where we're at right now.
120,000.
120,000?
Yeah, dude, check yourself before you wreck yourself, dude.
reasonable,
Come on.
man.
I don't. Never mind.
Just because
If you took everything I sold, including probably some of my body parts, and just sold everything, I probably could not make that much
you
money.
need to know your worth.
If it was in Russia, it'd be free.
Well, yeah. Anyways, so basically someone went up and ate the banana at one point, so they just put another one up there. And then now it has been, dude, I freaking ads. I can't do this. Stop. So now we're here, and I'll let you take it away because you can do a
So, do we have a picture of the thing or no? Yeah, we got one.
This? Yeah.
So,
Is that blood or is that ketchup?
this lipstick.
Red lipstick.
So let's
we
scroll
can't
up.
really see
They
it.
make out with the banana.
Okay. The now iconic white wall that once held a duct-taped banana at Art Basel Miami Beach was vandalized on Sunday afternoon, forcing exhibitors to cover up the writing in red lipstick with a white cardboard. So this is the wall that the exhibit was on.
Oh yeah,
banana
you can't. Have you ever tried to write on a banana? It's not easy.
I have tried to write on a banana, and the difficulty is determined by the writing utensil that you are using.
And the ripeness of the banana.
Yes. The banana, which has attracted hundreds after it sold to an art collector for $120,000, was replaced with the phrase Epstein didn't kill himself. Written with red lipstick. The scene confused some who are in the gallery, most who assumed it was just another performance.
And that's art today, ladies and gentlemen.
That's where we're at.
Dude,
now.
I'm curious how much that could sell for.
At least a
Blast. Epstein would probably buy it, honestly.
At least 1/4 portion.
This is the gallery where anyone can do art, right? The man is heard saying in a video provided to the Miami Herald while a security guard confronted him.
He's not wrong.
Scroll down.
If a man can walk up and duct tape a banana to a wall,
Sasha Medici, 24, was strolling inside the Miami Beach Convention Center, hoping to spot Italian artist Maurizio Cattelan's banana art piece titled Comedian, which was eaten by a performance artist on Saturday afternoon.
look at this man. He looks like an artist.
Yeah, this guy's beautiful.
He's explaining it.
When we got to the wall, it was white and empty. We saw this guy live streaming, and he starts writing on the wall, and I was like, no way this guy's writing. So let's watch the video. We'll put the video
I
in
tried.
here.
It said it.
We'll try to put the
Will you
video
see
in.
how it's working now?
Do you want audio?
No.
No audio.
So
You know, they had to add in the
Filter.
old film
Yeah.
effect so that we think it's.
yeah.
Like,
So this guy's just getting
shot on
confronted
film.
by, honestly, you can't even call these guys police or even security guards. It looks just like a guy with some cop Oakleys on the top of his head.
A wild pack of pub art.
Yeah.
My question is, look how big that is. How,
Yeah.
how is this guy doing that without being interrupted?
Oh, you know, everyone in there was
It's
in
like-
support of it.
it's like, this didn't just happen,
Yeah.
right?
Like if I
So
saw someone writing that on that wall, I'd be like, man,
I'm
be
gonna
careful.
video that with
He's
my
a
cell
hero.
phone and put some filters on it. That's what you would do.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Exactly. It's I don't know, man. It's one of those things where like how much do you really value your job type thing, you know?
Not as
Listen, we
much.
went to the dump today and I was like, we had some pallets and they told us that we had to come back and break the pallets down.
we had
Whatever,
to,
as
yes, we
soon-
had to. We could not bring pallets, but if we wanted to take the pallets back home, tear them apart, we could bring them back. So you have to bring the raw materials for
Yeah.
pallets, which is also known as like scrap wood.
I mean, when
So-
you're on your Minecraft world, you don't want to be given planks. You want to go and get the wood yourself.
He's got a point.
Yeah.
Do they have Minecraft in Russia?
Duh, but it is censored and approved.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. All the kids are doing
It's
it.
just called
That's how they
mine.
get the coal. Minecraft.
Just mine.
So anyway, I was just like, I'm gonna like, what would stop us from just driving through here and dumping the pallets? Like, is this guy gonna come and stop us? Maybe it's one of those situations.
I don't know, dude, but if that lady was down there that's usually there, she would for sure come out of that little hut and come yell at us.
Mm-mm.
Dude, I've been stopped at that dump more times, like by that lady, than anywhere else ever.
So, how often are you dumping stuff off at different places?
Just, thrice a week.
Thrice.
Because about to say, say that happens more often with this lady. I'm just like, are you like rolling up at the mall and just like,
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, sometimes I just, you know what, actually, I'm not going to say anything incriminating on the podcast, so.
Sometimes he just throws it out his window. I've seen him do it.
I've
No,
never done
you
that.
can-
I almost got out of the car the other day to go. Do you remember that?
yeah.
Some lady littered in front of us, and we were at a red light, and that's impressive.
Made you no solid progress. Do not worry.
Dude's like,
So this is the
Candy
progress
cane
of the
fiend.
Russian Santa candy cane
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah, it is normal.
so
How are you feeling? You feeling all right?
No, I feel alright.
This dude's not gonna have a headache
Do you
for
think?
like 10 years.
Do you think that the vodka is like
Well,
neutralizing the sugar?
Dude,
yes, that
vodka
is true.
yeah.
I always keep flask on me at all times, of course, and also vodka is also helpful for making you immune to cold.
Yes, it does.
Right.
It does make you cold
It gives, it
necrotic
gives you,
damage resistant.
Cold resistance, yes, but disadvantage on like persuasion check.
Yeah, but maybe like intimidation or something. You get an advantage.
Doing
on
that D&D talk, boy.
Yeah. So, anyways, we should probably get back to the Epstein.
So yeah, I just thought I saw that there is serious stuff though that has happened. Google
Yes.
Death threat against Virginia Guffrey. Just type in Virginia and I'm sure it'll just bring.
You can do it.
How do you spell her last name?
Guiffree.
F. Oh yeah.
Guiffree, not to us.
This?
Yeah, you can click.
Oh,
it
this
doesn't
person.
really matter.
Yeah.
Oh, I do know who that is. You said any of them? New York
Go to the
Post?
Daily Beast, the one on the top with the picture thing. Yeah. So Epstein accuser Virginia Roberts Guffrey says FBI has warned her of a credible death threat. Virginia Roberts Guffrey, the most high-profile Jeffrey Epstein accuser, who has also made serious allegations against Britain's Prince Andrew, has said the FBI warned her of a credible death threat. On Tuesday, Guffrey posted a concerning message on Twitter saying, "I'm making it publicly known that in no way, shape, or form am I suicidal. Too many evil people want to see me quieted." She later thanked people for their support in the response to that tweet and claimed the FBI had been in touch to warn her of a threat against her life. I want to say a huge thank you. And the rest of it is really, I've been informed by the FBI that there has been a credible, it just says the same thing over and over.
Yeah, I mean, they got to make space, They got to fill the space, is what I mean. Now, I will say that is one thing. If y'all ever find out that I killed myself, odds are it was like it's like a 59.3% chance it was Russia. The rest of it is someone else.
Yeah.
Can you weigh in on those odds?
Okay. Well, we're anyways, back to the Palmcast.
So, I don't know, man. That's pretty bizarre, I think. The meme situation, that surrounded the Epstein thing that made me upset whenever it kind of resurfaced.
It's kind of helped a little.
It definitely has helped, but the Clinton body count thing is memeable and was memeable at first as well. But I mean, this is a pretty serious thing. We've talked about this whole Epstein situation enough at this point. Hopefully for everybody to understand that. I mean, it seems that this thing goes farther than the Clintons, and farther than a lot of U.S. officials, and so it's just a scary thing, This lady went through enough, and she suffered enough, and they don't want to give her, any type of compensation or anything like that for any of it, and this is just icing on the cake,
Yeah, dude.
I feel bad for her, man. I really do. But I mean, if she is as involved, or if she was as involved as she claims to have been, then she knows, honestly, how powerful these people are.
Honestly, this makes me a little sad, because it's first these people are going to take advantage of her like that, and then now they're we just going to kill her. Yeah,
trying to stop her from saying anything about it really at all.
I don't understand.
But she's come out, there's nothing, unless she's keeping something, it seems like she's probably
said everything.
Yeah, said everything, I mean, all you can really do is incriminate honestly, someone
let's just be honest.
Unless she knows other people.
Let's just be honest. If she dies, whether it was the people who were doing Epsteineries or not, everyone's going to look at Epstein. So unless they're pulling some reverse psychiatry on us, you get what I'm saying? They could be doing a kill to make us think there was more involved. The whole thing could be
could be manufactured as well.
That's what I'm looking for.
It certainly could be. I mean, the other thing
that's why you have to be sporadic and unpredictable.
So the other thing that was in this that I want to talk about, really, you don't have to pull it up. Sarah Ferguson, who is Prince Andrew's ex-wife, is just kind of defends him a little bit in some interviews and stuff recently, and as of now, we still don't know where Ghislaine Maxwell is.
But we have heard from her.
Yeah, last week we talked about that. I guess someone from BBC got in touch with her. She got in touch with someone from BBC, and she is trying to do, or she's talking about doing a defend. I don't know if she's trying to defend Epstein or if she's trying to defend Prince Andrew, but she's talking about doing a tell-all thing on a BBC interview, which seems pretty risky on her part. Like, there's no way that she doesn't get arrested. I mean, she's was the other person. Like, she has as many accusations as he has, or he had, and she's been missing since before his alleged suicide.
I mean, if she's gonna tell all,
if Reddit,
then they're definitely cutting a deal.
If Reddit and 4chan really took this seriously, I bet that they could figure out all the Epstein stuff. Have you seen the types of stuff that they've solved?
I mean, we found the Shia LaBeouf.
What, you're talking about the internet?
Flag. Yeah. So I mean, we could find anything.
Just the internet.
Yeah.
It's like what?
Have you seen some of the stuff that they've done?
I'm just saying,
the bicycle lock dude from Berkeley. They found him, sent his info to the cops just based off of this one clip. Like, it all started with this one clip of him whacking that dude, and he had a mask on and everything, and
they had some guy that strangled a prostitute too that posted pictures of it on there, and they found him.
Dude, freaking, they're good.
Well, yeah, you got to think about.
They're using for the flag. They used astrology and stuff to locate them. It's impressive.
Yeah.
Way to go, internet.
What are you saying, Russian Santa?
Well, you got to think about how many minds are on the internet, and you have thousands of people working together on one thing. So.
Yeah.
It's like it supports my hive mind, theory that I want to suggest to the UN, but they don't let me come in anymore.
Have you heard this?
You come in. Russian Santa banned from the UN. Did you finish that candy cane?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I feel like he just kind of
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did it one way or another. That's bizarre. Yeah. So. We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening with this whole thing, because, again, every time that it seems like something's going to happen, some new news is going to break, something like that, it just seems to kind of get washed out for a little bit, and then some weird thing brings it back into the...
Who knows, dude? It could all be manufactured. We don't know.
Yeah.
But we also might know.
Jeffrey Epstein even a real person?
Yeah, have we ever seen him?
I'm getting more and more convinced every day that they're both in witness protection.
I mean, the odds of him being alive aren't that low. Yeah, that's how math works.
I'd probably say there's a 20% chance he's alive.
I think I'd be willing to go
to
25.
Here's the thing. I'm going to say it's 50-50 because either he is or he isn't.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, that's some math for you.
Have you seen the ear stuff?
He's either dead or mostly dead. Have you heard of that? Being mostly dead?
It's 50.
He could have been, dude, what if they did do a mostly dead and then they brought him back later?
Look, Google Jeffrey Epstein ear theory.
What?
So this is two different pictures. One of a side shot of his head at some point while he was
Jeffrey
alive.
Epstein's body double.
Yeah.
Oh, does he have a chunk of his ear missing in real life?
No, it's different ears. So we can put this up on the screen.
It's like the whole Stranger Things Will Byers season 1 thing.
Oh, you're right.
So if you look at...
Oh, yeah, dude. There's no way that he's... Dude, your ear doesn't just do that.
Yeah. So to the left is a picture of Epstein before he allegedly died. The next one is after he was dead, the very small picture that we have of his body at all. This is the only one that we have. But as you can see, the ears do not match at all, basically.
That's some spookaholic stuff right there, dude.
Yeah.
Look at how high definition this is.
His nose
from here to here.
His nose too. It looks a little different as well. But the nose situation looks like it could be something with old age. But
Yeah,
like that is a different
droopy
ear. Like that's for sure is
I
a
would
different
agree
ear.
with that.
Who knows, dude? Maybe he's over in maybe he's in Russia.
Could you repeat that, please?
No, dude.
That's what I thought.
Oddly enough, that's the third track on our album, Epstein's Ear,
Epstein's ear.
Christmas album.
What does it sound like?
It's waxy.
Like genre wise.
Oh yeah. You take that.
Yeah, it starts off. It's a vocal song, and it starts off like this. It says, "Fat neck girl, let me count your neck rings." And that's it. That's all it is.
That's the whole song.
Where does the ear part come into play?
You're thinking too much into it.
All right. Well,
Yeah. It's a lot
You
like
don't hear it.
No, it's kind
then
of like
you don't
it's like
get it.
Bohemian
Okay.
Rhapsody. It's like no one knows. What the
You know
frick
how
what that name means.
knife has a silent K in it.
The song has a silent ear.
what?
You know how Psycho has a
You know
silent
how
P in
there.
it?
You know how words like pterodactyls got a silent letter in it.
I've never heard these words in my life. You talking about?
Some words have silent letters.
Like butter.
It's like imagine like a sleeper agent, but except a person. Or no,
happy.
except
Y'all are
letter.
getting
So
really
imagine.
confused.
So for those of you who are not so homeschooled, there are words that have silent letters in them. And that song again, I can sing it for you. if
I'm
you
pretty
like.
sure the first
Fat
rule.
neck
Okay.
girl, let me count your neck rings.
That's it.
And so there was a.
Very
What
good.
you're saying is there was a silent. Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now you're on track.
It's
Hold on.
in
Let me
there.
hear it again.
Fat neck girl, let me count your neck rings.
Don't you hear it? If you slow the audio down as you're listening to it live, you can hear
You can
Jeffrey
do. You
Epstein.
can go.
I think
y'all
I
can
heard
do
it.
that in post. I think.
I think
Y'all
I
can
heard
slow it down.
I actually
Yeah.
can't believe that you don't pick it up immediately.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
So
Whatever, dude. Quit looking at me.
that's what's going on with the Epstein situation. And so up next for our Teddy Bears and Tentacles Christmas special, Russian Santa is going to read us.
It'll be good.
What is it called?
It is Stalin Express. It's a very good book.
All right.
Is anyone familiar with Stalin Express before we begin?
I've never heard of that in my life.
Please tell us about it.
All right. Well,
I
I'll
didn't
read
even
it
know
for
when
you.
Russian Christmas was before.
Well, there is no Russian Christmas. We banned it.
Oh no, it's back in '91.
Is that in January?
Oh wait, what year is it? It's not 1984.
We got ourselves a time. Are you also a time traveling palmcaster? That's
Yeah.
probably what it
All
is,
right.
honestly.
Are you cool with
Probably
us
so.
using
Where do
that
you-
on our
you-
next EP?
No, that's fine.
Where do you think
I give you
where do you
the,
think I got this hat, dude? I
trademark
went back in time to when this hat was first invented.
Yep. Took it from Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, dude. He was
Abraham
exceptionally
Lincoln.
smaller than
All
me.
right. On Christmas Eve many years ago, a small boy laid quietly on his little cot. He did not hear a rustle, he did not rustle his little bag of potatoes that he used to sleep with, and he breathed slowly and silently. He was listening for a sound. A sound a friend of his told him that he would never hear: the ringing of the sirens at the Gulag. There is no Russian Santa, his friend insisted, but he knew he was wrong. Late that night, he heard sounds, though not the ringing of the Gulag bell. From outside came the sounds of hissing steam and squeaking metal. He looked out his window and saw a train was moving by his home. He wrapped himself in a sack and he wrapped himself in a sack. He wrapped himself in a sack, Oh my God. All right. He wrapped himself in
There's a lot
sack.
of joy in this story. I could see it coming
And he
through.
fell, and he, like a sack of potatoes, he rushed down the stairs. A KGB agent stood at the open door of one of the cars. He looked at a large pocket watch from his vest, and looked at him from the window. The boy put on what shoes he had and robes and trampled down his stairs. All aboard, the KGB agent said. The boy ran up to him. Well, he said, are you coming? Where? He asked. Why, to the South Pole, of course, was his answer. This is the Stalin Express. He took his outstretched hand and he pulled him aboard. The train was filled with other children wearing their potato sacks. They sang Soviet songs and ate potatoes with white snow covering them as, sauce. They drank hot water because that was all they could afford, and outside they saw the towns and villages flicker by like flashing lights. Soon there were no more lights to be seen. They traveled through the cold, dark forests, where they heard wolves roaming and howling through the night, as the train thundered through the quiet wilderness. They climbed mountains so high that it seemed like they could scrape the moon, but as we all know, we did not make it to the moon.
You have so much joy, Russian Santa. The story fills you with so much joy. It's amazing. It's contagious, infectious.
You should take a drink, Santa.
The Stalin Express never slowed down. Faster and faster, they ran along the rolling over peaks and through valleys like a car on a roller coaster. But as we all know, there are no roller coasters in Russia.
Not since like Chernobyl, or I guess that's not really. That's
The mountains turned into hills, the
Minecart.
hills to snow-covered plains. They crossed the barrens of deserts of ice, the great southern polar ice caps. Lights appeared in the distance as they looked like lights of a strange ocean liner sailing on a frozen sea. There, the KGB agent said, the Southern Pole. The Southern Pole. It was a huge village standing alone at the bottom of the world, filled with factories where every kind of coal was made.
We're talking coal, charcoal.
Okay. At first they saw no elves. They are gathering at the center of the city, the KGB agent said. That is where Russian Santa gives his first gift of Christmas. Who will receive the first gift of Christmas? All the children asked. The KGB agent said, you will be given your first gift of Christmas. Look, they shouted. Look, the children shouted. Elves. Outside they saw thousands of little elves as the train drew closer to the center of the South Pole. The children quickly realized that they were not elves at all. Instead, they were children like themselves, working in the work camp. They pressed through the crowd to the edge of a large open circle. In front stood me. The attack hounds were excited. They pranced in pace, ringing silver and copper bells that hung from their harnesses. It was not a very magical sound. Like nothing these children have ever heard, like a banshee cry in the night. The elves cheered very wildly for Russian Santa Claus, or me. I marched over to the children and pointed at one little boy because, I did not care. He followed me over to my sleigh, and the KGB agent helped him up, I should say, not me up, that'll be weird. I asked the small boy, what would you like for Christmas? The boy thought he could ask for any gift that he could imagine. So the boy promptly asked for freedom. Instantly, the KGB agent took child off of lap into Gulag camp, where he was never...
This is the most Russian thing I've ever heard. Oh my gosh. What is that? Who let him in here?
where the small boy was never seen again.
Can we say that?
I don't know.
Are we allowed to say that?
This might be the end of our career as podcasters.
Holy crap.
We didn't say that. Russian Santa said it.
It is true. That is the Soviet Express. I hope you enjoyed them.
Oh my gosh.
That was beautiful, Russian Santa.
Thank you.
Where can we get a copy of this book?
You can't.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to me.
Yes, thank you for taking about, what was that, 2 minutes out of your day? Yeah.
Well, thanks, Russian Santa. That
Of course.
was
I bring goodness and cheer.
that was good. So we're gonna look up, since we have Russian Santa here. It is getting kind of late here, so we're gonna hit maybe a little Russian story.
Oh my gosh.
Real quick. Skinny Rick, look up Russia expels 2 German diplomats.
Oh, dude.
Duh.
So this seems like a very Russian thing.
You have 3 days to leave.
Yeah.
We don't provide transport.
So go ahead and click the NPR one. That's good. So the title of the article is Russia expels 2 German diplomats in deepening quarrel over murder probe. Scroll down. Just more than a week after Germany announced the expulsion of 2 Russian diplomats, citing evidence of a state-sponsored contract killing in Berlin, the Russian government has retaliated in kind. The country's foreign ministry announced Thursday night that, guided by the I feel like I was saying it right. You know, reciprocity principle, it was declaring 2 members of the German diplomatic mission in Moscow to be persona non grata. They must leave the country within 7 days. A corresponding note has been handed to the German ambassador. So this seems like a you break my toy, I break your toy.
I break your legs.
Situation. And so I thought it was funny and also fitting for this episode. And then just a couple other things. I'm just going to read the headlines of some stuff that I saw that's going on in Russia today. One of them is fire erupts on Russians' only aircraft carrier, which at the time that I saw that earlier today, I think there were 6 people dead and a few wounded. Another one is that there is a abandoned Russian cruise ship that fell out of tow line back in January that has just been floating around.
Which I said would be a good place to live if you were homeless.
And so
just fish off the side of it, live forever until it sinks.
But that's what we are doing. We are moving all the homeless people there.
Never mind.
Cool. Well, Russian Santa, we wanted to talk about some of stuff from your motherland.
Oh, really?
Since you were here. So,
right. Well, what would you like to know? Or would you just like to hear a story? Or another story, I should say.
I'm kind of wanting to hear a song. You got anything you could sing?
Another song? I do have a song. It is, what is it in your Jingle Bells? No. What is it? Oh yes, Russian Santa Claus is coming to town. There we go. Would you like to hear it?
Y'all know how to play that? Fire Hazard?
You know how to play that? It's just like Santa Claus is coming to town, but I do the singing.
But the Russian.
Okay.
Skinny Rick's got the
I got little Randall over here.
You better watch out. You better not cry, because if you do, I'll stab you in the eye. Russian Santa Claus is coming to town. I'm making a list, I'm checking it twice. You better leave out some vodka on ice. Russian Santa Claus is coming to town. I see you when you're sleeping. I know when you're awake. I know when you don't have paper, so be sure to keep it straight. Hey, you better watch out, you better not cry, 'cause if you do, I'll stab you in the eye. Russian Santa Claus is coming to town. Just something like that.
That was beautiful.
Children sing it every year.
Is this culture?
I want to point out how much creepier that song is whenever they say, I know if you've been sleeping. Whenever it's referred to in first person.
Well, it's a Russian song.
Well, you know, I actually should have sung it. We know when you are sleeping. I misspoke, but it's okay.
Is there more than one Russian Santa Claus?
There was. I took care of him.
Okay. Wow.
Like brought him breakfast in bed, or like?
Yes.
Duh.
Okay.
Well,
Soviet
guys,
Russia is strong.
I think that
Is that it?
I think that's it, dude.
I guess time flies when you've got a Russian in your building, because we're a Russian.
You know, I think I've had enough of you. Do you understand what I am saying?
Skinny Rick.
Wait,
told
no,
you, dude.
who let him bring a gun in the building?
Do you understand what I am saying?
No, hold on.
All right.
Whoa, wait,
Okay.
whoa. You didn't check him before he came in here? Wait, no.
Dude, I don't check anybody.
Dude,
What do I
wait,
look
you
like?
can't-
A securityologist?
Okay, all right. Jeez. I'm taking my keychain.
So you want
Do I get a phone
to play him
call?
out?
All right, Russian Santa is he is taking Skinny Rick somewhere else. Well, it's been a fun episode, guys.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for coming, man. I appreciate y'all, for real.
You're welcome. Fire
Y'all are
Hazard
awesome.
lives again.
So, my name is Quinn. You can follow me on Twitter at TBATQuinn. Y'all got some social media to plug or anything?
You can follow me on Twitter as well. I'm pretty sure I follow Quinn and Skinny Rick. It's just my name, Dylan Puckett, at Dylan Puckett. You can find me there.
You got anything, Brett?
I also, too, have the social network media. I am at Brett Lay. BRETTLAY. Thank you.
And you can follow Skinny Rick on Twitter if he is still alive after this episode at TBAT Skinny Rick, SKINERICK. And I would not want to follow Russian Santa for any amount of money. So that's it. Thank y'all for watching.
Better